Hi, this is Corey with Pinecone AI. In this video, we will explore how you can use campaigns and campaign forms to customize how you show up to your donors, including setting up multiple different payment accounts for your organization. This could be if you have multiple 501 entities, or if you would like to route your payments into many bank accounts for your 501 entity, as well as having the forms customized to show donors your donation sets, as well as custom amounts and name donation tiers, configuring memberships, dues, retail, and more. To begin, from your dashboard, go into campaigns and you'll automatically land on the campaigns object. The campaign is where you can categorize all revenue payments from a specific form and then route those payments into the bank account of your choosing. Every donation form that you set up or campaign form must have a campaign linked to it. We'll cover the creation of multiple payment accounts if you need that capability in a later video. After you have your campaign created, you'll navigate to forms. This is where you will customize how you show up to your donors. In my form example, I'm going to edit an existing form. The basic information is how you set the actual form title. This is used for you internally. And then landing customization is how you show up to your donors on the actual site itself. So here you can choose a hero image. We commonly think of this as a logo for the page. It is a smaller image that will show on the campaign form. You can either point the form to a hosted image, or you could choose to upload an image of your choosing. Then a content image is the main image that will show on the campaign form page itself. This form is a larger form that will appear. And again, you can use either a hosted URL or you can choose to upload an image directly. The display name is the form name that will show for the donors. It'll be the most prominent item at the top of your form, followed by the headline and then form content. Here, you're able to use rich text formatting options. You can do things such as multiple different columns, create line breaks, bold text, or even change the heading sizing of your text. When we get into form configuration, this begins to show what you can actually see on the form itself. So if donations are enabled, which you would do by having the toggle on or off, you're able to set the donations for your form and then even move the ordering of those donation tiers. Here, I'm going to move $50 to first, then I'll have 100, then 250, 500, and then 1,000. But you saw how easy that was to move them. If I wanted to eliminate an option entirely, I could simply choose to cancel that out, or I could edit the value of an existing donation tier. To add a new one, I would simply hit Add Amount. I'm also able to set here the default donation frequency. This is the frequency that will default any of these custom or preset amounts on the form. That will allow the donor to automatically have a one-time, monthly, annually, etc. defaulted for you. Pinecone AI automatically defaults to monthly to encourage your donors to increase their support through a recurring giving option. With Pinecone AI, you also have the ability to create named donation tiers or giving levels. Here I have a supporter tier that is currently the popular option and defaulted, a champion tier, which is labeled as greater impact, and then a gold tier. For any of these, I'm able to set the details around the giving level name, the amount, a description, again in rich text format to show up for your donors, and then the frequency. With the frequency, I can choose any of the options provided or simply allow the donor to choose with no default being set. Popular, greater impact, and default selection badges indicate how the tier shows up on the form and the ordering, as well as if you have a default tier selected for the donor. We highly recommend that you choose a default tier. That way you reduce the friction for your donor to actually give. When we go into memberships is how you're able to select which memberships you would like to show on your form. To remove a membership from showing on the form, you would simply uncheck the box. Or if you have a membership tier that is not currently showing and you would like to add it, you would simply select the box to add it. On memberships, you also have the ability to set the popular or greater impact badges, as we can do here. and set a promotional price. A promotional price for a membership is going to allow you to override the price for that membership on the specific form. This is different than what we would consider to be an offer code. We'll cover those in a different video. Pinecone AI also supports those. But here, for memberships and a promotional price, this is a promotional price for that form specifically. The promotional price in this example, I'm going to set this to $550. The promotional price shows you that the base was $699. The promotion is now $550, and the auto renewal price is $699. The promotional price is going to apply to the first term only. In this example, we have an annual membership. This is the Spruce and Fir interval that is billing yearly. That means that on a first year purchase basis, the promotional price would be accepted, and then that membership would auto renew at the stated price in future years if auto renewal were to be set. We'll also see the ability to provide for discounts for auto renewal, as well as retail purchase discounts in a different video. For any of the membership options that you would like to have as a popular or greater impact badge, you'll be able to denote those here, as well as being able to see those on the form itself. For dues periods are for fixed time period memberships, whereas traditional memberships are for time relative. When we think of dues, we typically consider dues periods. So if you have dues that are for every fiscal year, and if your organization's fiscal year begins in January, a dues period might be the first quarter, which would be January, February, and March. So if you join at any time during that dues period, you would be responsible for paying the dues for that period. You could also prepay periods or pay for periods that have already lapsed that you are past due on. Simply enabling dues on the form allows you to see that information on the form and then be able to select that. You would simply go in and choose the dues period that you would like to add to the form. We'll cover dues period setups in another video. Finally, for the campaign, you will always want to select one campaign. You can also select multiple campaigns for your form, but one campaign is always required. And we recommend that you only select one unless you have a complex campaign hierarchy that you need to report on. Once your form details are set, move your form into an active status and then hit update or publish. Here you can choose the website form URL, open up a new browser, and you're able to view the form live. This is our hero image. Again, we consider this to be an organizational logo, followed by the content image. Here we have the form name, the header details, and then the content. For memberships, since those were selected on the form itself, I have Seedling and Superfan as the popular and greater impact items. You can see that we also have a promotional price for this specific membership tier, and we have an auto renewal price for this specific membership tier. You'll notice that each membership tier that you select, if your organization uses memberships, you're able to see the full details of that membership level, and you're able to easily see this for the donor. At the donor level, they will be able to navigate from whatever items you have offered for that specific form. In this example, I have membership, donation, and the retail shop enabled. So I'm able to navigate from memberships to donations and see those named donation tiers with popular and greater impact items, as well as the frequency and amounts that I had set on the form customization options itself. Or I can always choose to elect a custom amount. And again, because I changed the 500 option to 450 and removed the $1,000 option from this form, that's why you see these amounts here. And these adjust in real time. There's no need to republish your form. This information is always kept up to date with the organization settings. Finally, in a retail shop or gift shop environment, you're able to sell your items online through an actual donation form as we have set up here, or we'll take a look at a kiosk form in a different video. With regards to the actual form items itself, Once you are happy with the form and the customization elements, the donation, membership options, etc., you're now ready to use your form and publish it for your donors to see. Pinecone AI will host your form directly, so you could simply send donors to the URL that is listed for your specific form, but we highly recommend that you embed this form onto your website. So Pinecone AI automatically provides you the iframe snippet code. You're simply able to copy this here and hand this off to your webmaster, or if you are the webmaster at your nonprofit, you're able to locate this information on the form itself, copy the iframe snippet code, and then embed that onto your website. If you would like to use a very quick reference QR code, so if you're out at an event, if you are on the road and you actually want a quick way to send people to the form directly rather than to your website, you can always download a QR code. These are always created for you with inside of Pinecone AI. In the event that you would like to have a URL that is different than your default website that you have created at the time that you have set up your Pinecone AI organization, you can always put that information into the return URLs. This could be used for the website. We typically call the website and the embed form the same, or for the kiosk form, which is meant to be more of a tablet view. And that's it. If you have any needs to customize the form further, feel free to go in and play around with the form content settings around the rich text formatting layout. And if you would like to have a form that is specific just to donations, no memberships, a form specific just to memberships and not donations, for example, you would simply want to create multiple forms and then just check to toggle on or off whether you want memberships included or excluded, donations, etc. Cheers. Thanks for watching.